Welcome back to Empire Total War. It's the French campaign, and we're playing with Imperial Splendour with the new patch, as you've heard in the previous video. Now, I've decided that I'm going to take a risk, even though there's going to be a rebellion in here and all sorts of things, and build the church in there. I'm not sure quite when this rebellion's going to be because I've lost track of it all again. Have you noticed, by the way, I don't know if I've pointed this out before, but there's nothing in here that you get for quelling a rebellion. You know, you normally get something like about 6, and then it gets less and less and less as the time goes by, but we're getting nothing at all. So I'm hanging on to the school there in London. Well, not in London, actually in, I think it's, where is it? It's in, oh, it is, sorry, that is Cambridge, isn't it? So this must be Oxford then, is it? In here, let's have a quick look. Religious missionaries, where is it? Yeah, it's Oxford, isn't it? Oh, right, okay. Got it all the wrong way around on this video, but hey-ho. Now then, the other thing I wanted to do was try assassinating... No, I'm not going to try assassinating. I'm going to try to destroy this port. Because one thing that Firefox has noticed, and I've noticed it myself as well, is that people don't seem to grow as quickly as they used to. By now Amsterdam would have like 2 full stacks around here. So obviously the AI has been pulled back a bit, and these here as well, that seems to be like the maximum they can get out of there, I think. So, you know, there's a lot of unrest in there as well, so, and they are being taxed, but they're only getting 658 per turn. And I look at these and I think, well, it's probably, you know, 150, 300, maybe 600. That's probably the maximum that they can sustain in any one time, which is partly really why I want to stop this. I want to take this area out here, you know, this port, so that he hasn't got all that income coming in. So I'm stealing some of it, of course, but that's another matter. Right, now the other thing I wanted to do was recruit some dragoons in London, if I can afford them. Oh yes, I can. In fact, that's all I can afford, isn't it? I think that's it for the turn end. I don't think we're due for a rebellion yet. I just don't remember. I hope not, because like I said, I'm not actually ready for it. Mind you, these... no. I don't think I'm not going to go for it because I'm not ready for it. Over here, what have we got here? I've got, see if I can remind myself, I only played this morning, but yeah, that's right. I haven't quite reached there yet, have we? I think I'm recruiting in here, am I? No, that's it for there now, isn't it? Anyway, I can't recruit anymore, so I think that's about it. I don't know what I'm going to do up here in the Indian territories. If he gets too close to me, whoops, far too far up, aren't I? If he gets too close to me, then I'm just going to give them up, because they're not very lucrative, and I don't have the resources to be able to defend them. In fact, it makes me realise how difficult it was for empires to maintain colonies like these. It's so difficult. That one there, that says me. New France, you. There's no way that's me. What's that all about? Ah, the Cree are at peace. Ah, that's right, I remember now. I gave them some land, didn't I, in order to get some peace. This one, I believe, I'm at war with. Yes, that's right. 6 nations. Okay. These now ganging up on this area here are no longer a threat to me, so let's hope that we're okay. Let's see what the plain... Oh, we don't know what the plain Indians are doing. I was just wondering, or plains, what do they call them? Plains natives or something, I don't know. Right, there we go, he's in there. I wonder if I can bump him out of there and repair that. Okay. Out he goes. Can I afford to repair it though? No, can't afford to repair it, so I'm just going to have to leave it at that, I'm afraid, and then repair it another time. How much is it going to cost me anyway? 275. It's not a great deal, is it? Can't afford to repair any of these down here, so it's going to have to be a turn end, isn't it? Can't think of what else I might do. I've only got 1 rake that I can do any of these things with, so... Right, United Provinces. My worry is that they're going to go and take Flanders, you see. If they take Flanders, it means that they've got 2 territories in the European theatre. With 2 territories, it obviously makes it more difficult for me to wipe the United Provinces from the game. What I'd really like is for the troops in Amsterdam to attack the neighbouring area. I'm trying to think of it. Is it Copenhagen, is it? So, no, it can't be Copenhagen, can it? But, what is it, Flanders, I can't remember the capital now of Flanders, it'll come to me, but all I need them to do is to attack the Flanders area and siege it, and when they do that, then, I think it's Antwerp, is it actually? I think it may well be Antwerp. Oh, well, thanks for the St Lawrence River tip, by the way, up there in North America, between America and Canada there. I'd forgotten that one as well, but yeah, I think if... oh, hang on, port blockaded. Rioting, right, so we've got rioting in the Rhineland. Right, I need to think about what those are. Anyway, what I was about to say was, if the United Provinces go over to Flanders, while they're there, if they siege it, then I can simply move straight up and take Amsterdam from them. That will wipe out their army that's besieging Flanders and wipe out the United Provinces. So, port blockaded. Which one's this? Ah, it's that one. Yeah, so there wasn't much point in doing that, was there really? But I'll look at that in a moment. Workers' riot, workers' riot. So they're rioting in two places. They're rioting in England as well. Let's go and have a look at the English one. I don't think my armies are going to be ready to... oh yeah, they are actually. They are now replenished up to, well, a basic value. Not as much as I'd like really, but minus 11, and I can get them down now to minus 7. That's not bad. Things are improving. Well, the next time will be a rebellion. Oh, what's this? Is this what they've damaged? It is, isn't it? Can I afford to repair that? I didn't really want them to damage that. What were they getting? They were getting this as well. Oh, what a shame. That's one that I wanted. I might just have to swap those around. You see, they're much more beneficial to me than these. So let me just get rid of that for a minute. And get rid of that for a minute. And then give that to him. So that's only going to be one turn now. It's probably not such a bad thing then. And give that to him. I know he can't do anything with it at the moment. What's that? Is that naught? Yeah, because it's damaged. So, right, okay, I'll try repairing that. Oh, it's going to cost me a fortune. Darn it. But at least he didn't damage this. I do need this because this is going to give me an increased happiness bonus. It says only +1 though. You'd have thought the previous one would have been +1 and this one would have been +2, but you never know. I might be able to get some Catholic priest or whatever. He killed my Catholic priest when I got it over there, so he's also killed my general. He's got a very active agent in that area, I'm afraid, and I don't seem to be able to do anything about it. I'm recruiting one lot of dragoons, so I'm going to stick with that. But what I will do is I'll bring out my guns. If you remember, my guns can't really do anything because they can't travel far enough to get anywhere. So if I get them in a forward position, he's going to line up somewhere where he can attack London in one go. That means that he's going to be too far away from my guns because he's probably going to be just ground troops. Well, I say ground troops, I mean, you know, troops that, you know, horse and foot rather than artillery, you know, particularly slow artillery like the fixed artillery. Right, okay, what do we have here? So that's London catered for now. Trade agreement cancelled with Russia. I wonder why. Letters of demand. Yeah, we know about that one. Workers' riot in the Rhineland. Right, let's go and have a look at the Rhineland now then. That's a riot, so next time it's a rebellion. Aha! Brilliant. That's what I wanted to see. But what did they damage? That's the other thing. The boarding house is okay, so that's good news for us. The church school's okay. That's also good news. What did they damage? Does it tell me? Workers' riot. Rhineland. Craft workshops. Oh, that's good for us. Well, I'm going to ignore that then, because I don't need to worry about anything else on there. I'm already getting dragoons in there as well to help quell the population, so I won't worry about anything else. So that's the one I think that I've already looked at, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, so I don't need to go any further than that. With that, rather. Now the other question is what I do here. The problem is, can I settle the place when I take it, if I take it? I think it might be in my interest to build up a few more forces first before taking it, so that I can then, so that I can then hold the place. You know, because it's bound to rebel, isn't it? Well, I would have thought anyway. It's very difficult to tell how much unrest you're going to get. In fact, well, I think it's impossible. He's already got resistance to foreign occupation there on 12, but that's probably his resistance to me. It is, because that's gone on a plus, isn't it? Be interesting to see actually if that 12 comes over to this side, wouldn't it? If it does, then we'd still be in a positive. No, we wouldn't. Depends if that's a 16. I find it very hard to read these when it's black on grey and it's so small. It's not even a complete 6. That to me looks like a 6, but Anyway, maybe I want to get my magnifying glass on these things. But what I do need to do, I know for certain, is to besiege the place. That's the important thing for now. And then perhaps he'll come out and attack me. I really don't know. But I could do with something slightly better. I don't think I can afford to do this yet. But it would be nice, wouldn't it? Because it would mean then that I could get some dragoons and they could sort of settle a place. Actually, I can't. I can only get... What were they? Something militia. Let's have a look at that again. Dragoon militia. Colonial Dragoon Militia. That's interesting, isn't it? I don't think I've seen those before. Colonial Dragoon Militia. Abilities? Resistant? Ah, now that's interesting. They don't have any garrison policing. Actually, Colonial Dragoon melee attack. That's interesting. They're Colonial Dragoon Militia that don't fire. So they're basically horse. They're cavalry, aren't they? So that's a bit misleading, that dragoon thing there, isn't it? I wonder if they've researched that well, or if that's an error. I'm really not too sure, but maybe I will. There's no maybe about it. Maybe I know for certain I'm going to get some musketeers in there. I'll get a unit of regulars. Oh, we're starting to trade through here as well now, so that's good news. Maybe we're starting to occupy the pirates a little more. That would be nice to hear, wouldn't it? Right, 1,896 we have left. Can I start building some farms in here or something? Something that's going to bring me some money. That's the main thing. Would be nice to be able to damage that if I can. 72%, pretty good. Wow, that's brilliant. That is so good. Now, the bad news about that, of course, is that he won't now be trading through here. The reason why I'm here, or one of the benefits of me being there, is that I can steal also from the Dutch. But I think it's rather more in my interest to have the Dutch, because they're also trading this way, you see, the Dutch. It's a bit of a dilemma for me. He was coming mainly through, well, I'm not sure mainly, but a lot of it was coming through this way. So I think that's really going to be beneficial to me now. I don't think he's got any going that way. That's his only port through there, so that was a really, really good result for me. Hopefully now he's going to start struggling a little bit there now. I think he's still got the original 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Still got the original 9 in there, so that's great news as far as we're concerned. Right, okay, so no rebellion next time, and I need to remember to tax it next time, and hopefully the church will be done and the population will begin to be settled, and we can start thinking about an attack on here, particularly if he goes for Flanders. Let's hope he does, and let's hope he only besieges it. Let's hope as well that the AI is now subtle enough really to take into account that the troops in here can no longer be kept up, and so, well, fed and supplied if you like, and so we'll need to go. We'll see. Anyway, I doubt that the AI's gone that clever, but it's certainly good enough now, I think, to keep down the number of troops that are being recruited, so I'm very pleased about that. Right, well, let's get something in here, in these places. We'll get perhaps this. What have I got left? Oh, I've still got more left. Excellent. So what about in here as well? And I can get that. 576 left. I doubt I can get anything else with 576. Might be able to do something in here though. Might be able to... What am I doing there? Here, I want. And maybe some... No, they're all okay. I'm just thinking about replenishing the troops, but they don't need it, do they? They're absolutely fine. Those artillery could do with a bit of help, I think, but I wonder if it's worth doing something with these. Maybe the dragoons or whatever, because they get the policing bonus, don't they? So, with the extra money, that's all I'm thinking of. No, I think I'll hang on to it. It's only 570 odd, so I think it's going to be worth looking after that, isn't it, for the future? Right, not much next time, as I've just shown. I wonder, though, let's have a look at the ministers and see if we can get any help that way. Diplomatic relations is good, bonuses, all good, all good. I think we're all pretty decent around there, you know, so I don't think there's anything else we really need to do there. So, what about trade again? Do you think we can maybe trade? How about Denmark? Let's try Denmark now. I don't know if I've tried them before. Certainly don't know if I've tried them recently. Anyway, what will they do? No, they want Alsace-Lorraine for Iceland. I think not. I wouldn't even go the Marks and Spencers for Iceland. Request trade agreement. I think you have to be British to understand that one. Ah, Russia. We've got it back. So why did they cease trading with me in the first place? That's interesting, isn't it? I was going to say, I wonder if these will have peace with me, but I don't think they will. Okay, request peace. Do we want an alliance with the Austrians. Their allies are all those, Bavaria, all are very good. They're at war with probably Spain, aren't they? They're at war with Spain. Can I have an alliance with somebody that's at war with one of my allies? I think not. Okay. Okay. Let's request peace and a trade agreement anyway. No, it's not worth it. I can't even get a trade agreement, so let's forget that one. Next is... we've got Inuits. We've got Hanover. Will they trade with me again? They cease trading with me as well. I don't know why. Let's try them again. They want a single payment of 220 or 210, I think it is. I'm going to accept that because that's all the money I've got. But no, it isn't. It's a substantial part of it anyway. But I think it's going to be worth it. I really do. Maybe it will sort of make them think twice about going to war with me as well. In fact, someone else went to war with me. Who was that? Württemberg. Let's see if I can get a peace with Württemberg. Request peace and request trade agreement. Now, let's see what that does. They'll do it for New France. I think not. What a cheek. Right, okay. I think that's around about it, isn't it? Do you know, I was almost tempted really to put somebody in that port just for, I don't know, a horse unit or something, just to chase out those ships so that I could then go and take them out with my navy, because it would be rather nice, wouldn't it, to sell those. A 5th rate and a Floyd as well, so he is building up his resources. I do need to watch that one. Right, we're going to get a rebellion in Britain now, or in England rather. So I'm going to need to quell that rebellion. Well, be interesting to see what sort of troops he gets. I bet you they've now got bayonets, of course. Hey, that's a point actually. I now get that further tech, don't I? I forget what it is now, you know, but I know we've got ring bayonets, so I'm pretty sure it's the one where everything becomes cheaper. Something like -5% recruitment cost for units, but also -15%, I think it is, for the upkeep of military units. I think it's all military units. It might well be, well, there are no non-military units, are there really, in terms of upkeep costs? So I think it must simply refer to land units, you know, rather than naval units, but also perhaps it refers just to infantry and cavalry, I would have thought. Right, agent recruited. Now that is good news. That's in England. Let's use him. Wow. I could do with him... I wonder first of all... No, there's nobody in... Grenadiers, here we go. What are these? What? Line infantry. Line infantry, line... Pikemen! 3 lots of pikemen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units. Do I wait for him to come and get me, or do I go and get him? I think the answer's obvious. I'm going to go and get him. I've got more than 8 units. I've got 12 in there, plus the artillery makes it 14, and they're on the road. Might even be able to get there and back, so that would be good, wouldn't it? What do I do with this agent then? I could really do with him doing some damage over here, couldn't I? Perhaps to here maybe, stop him building up this navy, because I'd really like to steal these ships as well. If I can get 1 unit to go, he's only got artillery in there, isn't he? If I could only afford to just send 1 horse unit all the way up there, chase them out of there and go and sell his ships, that would be good, wouldn't it? But no, I can't do that. So, where's my agent? This is the thing. Is he in here? Yes, he is. Right, well, I wonder if it's worth building up his skills by attacking this guy. Could be. I don't know why it's shown. No, it's not. That's not mine. He's British. That's bizarre. That says enemy in there. So where is my agent then? Is he in here? Yes. Okay. What sort of agent is he actually? Let's have a look. Something of a blade. And he is... Let's just get rid of this. John Law. I think he must be a gentleman, you know. I can't really tell, but he hasn't got any patch over his eye or anything like that, so that's usually a good indication that he's a gentleman. So let's get him into the school then. Research. Ah, he can also duel. No, I'm going to research actually. I think it might be beneficial to me at this stage. So what have we got? We're still on 3. That didn't really work out well for... Ah, now there's a good one. That is one that I definitely want. And that's on a 4 as well. I think it would be on a 4, whichever one I did there, so I'm going to settle for that. But we've now got this, which is... Oh, it's actually 10% morale less in battles. Is it this one that's... Oh, it's that one. That gives me the improved upkeep. But the morale is a good thing. I think we'll stick with morale. I don't like to go down to low morale because that means you're losing loads of troops, of course. Right, trait gain, get rid of that. Yep, okay. And military technology, raculage, whatever, we know about that one. Rebellion we know about as well, so we can ignore that. Recruitment report. French Guiana and England. I think I might just go over to French Guiana actually, and then get those moving somewhere like. So perhaps over here, and then I'll wait for him to come and attack me next turn, because that means he'll come on in support, of course. So when he attacks, he'll actually be attacking 4 units, one of which is a general, of course. These annoy me because of their extra range. In fact, that's 130, but that one... Oh, that is 130 as well. Yeah, okay. We've got bayonets to tackle them with now, so that should be okay. Right, now, over in England, I got my dragoons, which is excellent. I wonder if we're anywhere near settled. We're at 11 now, which is going to go down to -7. We're still nowhere near, really, which is rather a shame. Has he repaired this? Yes, he has. Okay, let's have another go, shall we? Sabotage. Yes, actually, 69%. His ability has gone down. That's interesting, isn't it? His ability went down, and yet... right, subterfuge, he's on a +2. I don't quite get that, but anyway. Recruitment reports, just in England. Oh, Rhineland as well, wasn't it? Ah, now what might be worth checking... Oh no. Blast, why? I thought we'd be ready now. I think I'm going to need to upgrade that as well. What a pain. Should I do the coaching in as well? 3 turns for that, and there's all my money gone as well. Which means that when we go and fight the rebels, we can't, you know, fight the rebels in England, that is. I won't be able to... Yeah, just put that on there. Yeah, I won't be able to replenish the troops afterwards. So, and he's got some pretty good troops in there, hasn't he? What were they, grenadiers, were they something? They look good anyway, yeah, 2 lots of grenadiers. And the line infantry are pretty good. Look at that, 100 and then 50. And I bet you they've got bayonets as well. Damn. What have we got here? Yeah, we've got chevrons though, so that might make a bit of a difference to us, mightn't it? The other thing that we can't do, of course, is recruit a general anymore. Won't allow us to do that, so we are working without generals in these armies because they're too damn expensive. I can't afford them. So, over to here to join the artillery, I think. Seems the most sensible approach. And then the whole army to attack there, and we'll have a battle. But let's see what we do here for recruitment report. We've looked at construction report. Oh, that was done quickly, wasn't it? That was the French one. And we did do the church this time as well, didn't we, in Rhineland? So I can't see how we can do things any quicker, really. Trait gained, yeah, thank you very much. And agent recruiter, we know about that one. And then this one, masked prisoner dies. Right, okay. I think we know about that one, don't we, from previous versions of the game where we've read about that. So let's go and take this guy out then. So I've got 14 and he's got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, isn't it? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, yes. And how many men? 1,000. Again, struggling to read that. Is that 2,000 or is that 1,000 men? Well, let's total them up. I mean, they're roughly 150s, aren't they? So, well, 130s. So that's 300, 600, 900, 1,200. So I think that then is 1,050, isn't it? Against 1,500. So let's go in there and see what we can do. I was going to try requesting surrender then, but I'd have pressed retreat instead, wouldn't I? Not the clever thing to do, I don't think. Right, well, the good thing about his line infantry is he's got the same range as mine. So if he stands off and fires at me, that's good news for me, because I'll have interspersed amongst my foot the artillery, won't I, firing canister shot. I should also be able to bring around my horse to attack his flanks. Anyway, I'm going to get set up and then I'll bring you in, because I've only got about 6 minutes of video time left. Well, the battle's started. I don't suppose I'm going to be able to do this in 5 minutes, so I might have to just abridge the battle a little bit. I could do really with pointing these guns at something that's, I don't know, get upset at me pointing at them, perhaps. Like British line infantry might be rather nice, but I don't know about the pikemen really. I suspect the pikemen are the ones that are more likely to come charging in, so it would be nice to break the pikemen really. Right. Okay, I'll just leave those on auto fire then and see what happens. I'll put them on case shot soon, or canister shot. Let's go and have a look at them. I just want to know if they've got... Oh, I was going to say, let them know if they've got bayonets. They're pretty long bayonets, aren't they, those? So, right, so what are these? Right, let's have a look up there. Yep, they have bayonets. So they've either stolen them from me in my school or college, whatever you want to call it, or, oh good, they're actually keeping troops back. That's good news, isn't it? Let's hope they're superior troops. That would be really nice. What have we got here? Yes, look at that, Coldstream Guards. Excellent. Right, so they're keeping the Coldstream Guards back, and they're keeping back who? Another Coldstream Guard regiment. They're keeping 2 Coldstream Guard regiments back. That is excellent news for me, especially if he keeps them back the whole time. That would be really good. So he's attacking with 2, 4, 6. He's keeping a reserve, which is sensible, and good quality troops in reserve as well. So it all makes a great deal of sense, but hiding them behind a wall, I think that's a little bit cowardly to be honest. Oh, here they come now. Yeah, he's doing the sensible thing, I think, maybe. I think what he's doing is letting the poorer troops soften the line, you know, absorb the artillery, etc., and perhaps finding weaknesses in my own line, which all makes a great deal of sense to me. And then what he's going to do is find out that weak spot and send his best troops in, and they're of course going to be these, which are the Coldstream Guard Regiment. Now then, one of the oldest regiments, it might even be the oldest regiment in the British Army actually, the Coldstream Guards. So I think Coldstream, wasn't that General Monk in about, well, just after the English Civil War, I think it was, wasn't it? I think they were the first to be accepted by, well, Charles II in his reign, so let's give them a bit of... Hey, that's a good shot, isn't it? Something's a bit wrong there, I think. I don't think they should really have canister shot that reaches that far. Right, okay. Well, let's see if we can see a bit of canister shot go in. That would be rather nice, wouldn't it? What have we got here then? Pikeman. Pikeman. Yeah, he's pushing forward with the pikeman, isn't he? He's going to absorb my fire with his pikeman, and then he's going to come through with his better quality troops to do some damage afterwards, I think. We are firing grape. Oh yes, we must be. Oh yes, 74 out of 120. Very nice to see. Excellent. Pikeman, just got to make sure they don't fire at my own troops, which is really going to irritate me if that happens again. So, right, okay, seems to be standing off on the other parts of the line. I think we'll hit these this time. Don't want to be hitting my own troops, do I? Right, okay, well, I'm just going to stand and take this. Yeah, that seemed to work. Excellent, and they're gone. They're already shattered. So, take these off here and then put them on here again and have them fighting properly. What are these going to do then? Ah, now the gun. Damn, that gun needs to fire at there. Right, okay, not at these. Right, okay, get those on there. I might just go and give these a bit of a hand, actually, if I can. Quickly about it. And see what's going on over here. Right, I think we're okay. He's probably standing and firing over there, isn't it? Yes, he is. Right, okay, well, happy enough with that. I think we'll do a bit of stand and fire against him. Over here, though, I think we'll just give our chaps a little bit of help and go charging in there. Okay, how are we doing over here? 138 out of 150, so that's all looking pretty well, actually. So, right, what am I going to do with these? Nothing. I'm going to keep them on firing for now. Maybe I'll bring them round in a moment. So, what can these do? Can these fire perhaps over there? I think they can, yes. And it's another pike regiment, so we ought to be able to sort those out as well, shouldn't we? So they're broken and shattered, or broken or shattered, whatever you want to call it. So I'll send those through there, and we'll send those through there, and then I'm going to bring these round, risk it, hey? Just around, say, here. Now this is where it would be nice to be able to move the guns, wouldn't it? But can't do it, so let's not moan about it. So, right, okay, we seem to have seen off another load of pikemen there, don't we? So let's see what's happening over this side. Has he decided to charge in yet? Has he found any courage? I don't think so, not by the look of it. Well, I think we're going to absolutely murder these guys, aren't we? That's British Line Infantry there. Is he bringing in those Coldstream Guards now? Yes, he is. There they are. They're his reserve. These are, I don't know, I presume that's his general unit. That's what that's all about. Casualties against pikemen. cavalry against pikemen. Oh, he's warning me not to put cavalry against pikemen. But that's not a problem for me because he's routing, isn't he? So we should be okay doing that. 69 out of 69, we should murder them. I don't know what he's complaining about there, really. What's that? Carabiniers. France, they're my carabiniers. So that's okay, I'm not worried about that. So can we charge them in there, or do we not want to risk? No, I don't want to risk actually. There may be a problem there, so I don't want to get involved in that. So no, hang on, 14 of those, so something might still come of them. So I'm going to leave those there. So let's bring these round so they can attack somebody else. Unfortunately, there are going to be people that get off this battlefield. Rather a shame, but I can't do anything about that. Oh, it would have been so good. Sorry, such a. What am I talking about? It would have been such a good thing to watch, I think, was what I was trying to say. Well, he's getting off the battlefield, I'm afraid, and I can't do a darn thing about it. They're only broken, actually. So if they don't go to shattered, that's great news, because it means that I might just get away with it. Ah, now what's happening over here? Oh, we're still chasing. That's good news, I think. Right, okay, over here. I think I might just have to forget that gun now, because what are they firing at? They've got a massive range. That's ridiculous, isn't it? I think, can't they fire over here? Looks like they can, you know. Wow, they can actually hit there. That's phenomenal, isn't it? Wow, brilliant. Okay, well I'm going to bring my troops over here then, out of the way of my own artillery, obviously because I don't want to affect my own artillery in a bad way. Bring those around, and I think he's stayed away from me, you know, so it's all looking good. Now, yeah, we should be able to fire with all of those. I think what I'll do now is bring these around. In fact, I know I'm going to bring those around. Why do I say I'm thinking about it? So, here we go. That artillery has been absolutely splendid. Oh, I could have watched that one go in as well, couldn't I? Darn it. Oh, that was a shame. Okay, we're doing well anyway. Picking up chevrons, so these troops should be much more effective in the future, which is partly what it's all about, isn't it, really? So, charge those against there. These there are less of. Maybe I should have had that the other way around. No, take those out as well. Okay, good. Now, I think we're doing so well with this artillery that it's just not worth messing around with them, is it really? So these against there now, and the other one perhaps still against here. Yep. Okay, soon there's going to be a charge in against there, I think. Now these will be his Coldstream guards, I imagine. Good, good, strong regiment, behaving as well they ought. Right, let's hope he doesn't turn and stop firing at my horse. I think he might do, you know. He is doing, isn't he? But with a little bit of luck, we'll avoid that. Let's see what's happening over here. Yeah, there's another infantry unit over there we need to avoid, isn't there? Damn, I think we might get in trouble from that unit. So let's finish him off in fairly short order, I would hope. Bring these around. Perhaps even run them round. Okay. Now, he's got to be going shortly. Surely. Now, okay. Stop those guns now, and I'm just going to go charging in there because I think this is the time to do it. He's bound to be in a terrible state, isn't he, now? And he's got flanking movements on him there, hasn't he? So I think that's going to be the end of him. I've just got to watch out now for... Oh, crikey, what's going on here with these guns? We better stop those now, haven't we? Okay, stop those as well. Excellent. Now, what's that? Is that my general? Enemy general. That's excellent, isn't it? Okay, what's happening with this rear unit? Oh, they've decided to flee. And it's... No. 28 out of 100... I don't quite know what's going on there. But anyway, I want to chase anybody that's running with anybody that can chase. So, what can he chase? I don't know. Him? Maybe? Or maybe... Is that a full unit? No, I don't think there's anything on the field anymore that isn't running of the enemies, is there? So, I'm not sure. Okay, and then these are chasing who? Come on, everything's running. We've got to be able to hit somebody. You're going to go for this one. Oh, you would have gone for that one. Damn, he's got off, hasn't he, with about 20 men. Ah, that wasn't good. That's a shame. Right, okay, where are we? Oh, I've lost track of the time, you know. I've not been watching. Oh dear. Now then. Okay. Well, oh, they've gone. I think that's it. there anybody else we can attack on here? Oh, now there's a unit that's still good. What are they? Let's get my dragoons out of the way. They're suffering. My dragoons are suffering. What are they? Coldstream Guard Regiment, 115 of them. Blast. He did stand, and my dragoons ran into them. That's not good news. Okay, let's do a Control M and get my infantry firing at them, shall we? I don't know whereabouts he is in relation to my... Oh, he's there. Right, okay. Maybe I should just pull back and just pummel him with the guns. Pound him. Well, one of the quotes in the game, isn't it, is hard pounding gentlemen. Let's see who pounds the hardest. What's happening there? They're my... Oh, 57 dragoons in there. He wants to pick off my dragoons, doesn't he? They're very valuable to me as well, my dragoons, I'm afraid. So, right, okay. Guns in a position to pound? Not sure I want to risk it, to be honest. Not sure at all. Right, okay, well I'm going to surround him as best I can. He's still going at me, isn't he? They're brave souls, aren't they? Last ones on the battlefield. So it did him a good turn, didn't it, having those at the back there, holding the rear. Okay, we've got 99 out of 120, and he's going to continue chasing my dragoons. He knows they're the softest target that he can go for, doesn't he? He's already taken those out, 4 of them. That was sad, very sad. Okay, that's a foot unit, isn't it? Well, let's get them firing. Okay, everybody, can these fire? Yep. Well, they will do eventually. Right, okay, well look, I'm up to 36 and something minutes now, so I'm just going to go and surround this guy and then take him out. So I'll see you soon. Otherwise I'm just wasting your time just watching people get chased around the battlefield. Back soon. Okay, thought you might just want to see the final fall of the Coldstream Guard Regiment there. I've got some Carabiniers in position ready to go and charge as soon as I can find them. There they are. Carabiniers, they're going to do a flank charge as soon as things get a bit hairy for him, or even more hairy than they are already. What's he got left in there? 70 out of 120. Right, he's being attacked in the flank as well. Oh right, okay, he's gone. Never mind. I thought it might last just a little bit more than that. 67%, isn't he? So he's done very well, but some units go down. In fact, some of these... do I end battle? No, I'm going to continue and just chase him down, and then I'll see you back on the campaign map. Ah, sorry, I thought it was going to be a little bit more interesting than that. Well, here we are back on the campaign map, and look, he's got 28 away. Damn nuisance, isn't it? How many chevrons did we gain? Good. Cannon got some. Yep, good. This one got 2, in fact. Absolutely excellent. That's because we're using grape shot now. This is what we should have had at the beginning of the game, isn't it? 1 lost loads and loads and loads of men. 21. Where is the Dragoon Regiment that lost so many? He had, what, 4 remaining, as I remember. 4. There. Will he reappear on the map? It looks like he's going to, doesn't it? And with 2 additional chevrons. So that's, well, 1 additional to make 2 chevrons. That's brilliant news, isn't it? Okay. Let's see how close we can get to getting back. Oh, that's great. We destroyed them all. That's brilliant. Can we get back into position, though? This is the question. Doesn't look like it, does it? No, none of them can. Oh, yes, the Dragoons, of which there are 4. Now... Can we... Oh, hang on. We lost him. We did lose a Dragoon Regiment. Oh, damn. That's a pain. Okay. They're so valuable to me as well. Right. 14. And that takes us down to 10. If I get 1 for each of these units... So that's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2... Perhaps 1. Can I build something? I can't afford it. Blast. I can't get any more dragoons. Am I recruiting any? No, I'm not. That's a bit sad, I'm afraid. That really is. Anyway, that's as far as we go on this video. Oh, and I've nearly touched the 40 minutes. I'm breaking my rule about 30 minutes. Such a shame. But thanks for watching again, folks. That's 2 videos in a day. I'm hoping I'll get both of these uploaded tonight. It's Wednesday night, so if you get these on Thursday morning, that'll be great, because you'll be able to see how the mod works on the previous video, and then how it's sort of operationalised during this one. Thanks again for watching.